The ramp drops. Machine gun fire tears into the front line before boots even hit the water. Men collapse instantly. The sea at Omaha Beach turns red within seconds. A soldier from 1st Infantry Division later recalled, "The first ones off were just cut down, like wheat. No warning, no time to think, just chaos. And in the next few minutes, something will happen here that will decide whether the entire invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe survives or fails." Dawn, June 6, 1944. The boats rock violently as they push towards the shore. Soldiers are packed shoulder to shoulder, seasick, soaked, gripping rifles they can barely hold steady. They've been told resistance might be light. It isn't. German defenses, carefully prepared under Erwin Rommel, are waiting above the bluffs. Machine guns, artillery, and mortars are already locked onto the incoming waves. Inside one landing craft, a young private mutters, "This is it. This is where we die." The ramp begins to lower. The moment it hits the water, everything unravels. Machine gun fire rips through the open doorway. Entire rows of soldiers are cut down before they can even move. Others jump over the sides, straight into deep water, weighed down by gear. Many never resurface. Those who make it to the beach find no cover. The sand offers nothing but exposure. Bullets strike from above, from the flanks, from everywhere. A survivor later said, "You didn't run forward. You just tried not to die." Officers fall, units scatter, radios are destroyed. Within minutes, the invasion at Omaha Beach is on the brink of collapse. And then, something changes. Small groups of soldiers, leaderless and disoriented, begin to act on instinct. A sergeant gathers a handful of men behind a steel obstacle. Another crawls forward alone, dragging a Bangalore torpedo through the sand. Explosions punch gaps in the barbed wire. Still, the bluffs loom above them, untouched. And the question hangs, how do you climb a cliff under constant fire, when every step could be your last? This is where the battle turns. Men from scattered units, engineers, infantry, medics start pushing forward together. No orders, no plan, just survival and determination. A lieutenant stands and shouts, "Follow me!" before charging uphill. Some follow, many fall, but enough keep moving. They climb through ravines, blast bunkers, and silence machine gun nests one by one. It's slow, brutal, and impossibly dangerous. Yet inch by inch, they break through. By midday, against all odds, American forces begin to secure the heights above Omaha Beach. The invasion, once moments from failure, ends. By the end of the day, over 2,000 men are dead or wounded on Omaha Beach alone. But they did not fail. Their actions opened a path into Nazi-occupied France and marked the beginning of the end of Adolf Hitler's control over Europe. Years later, one veteran reflected, "We were just trying to stay alive. We didn't realize we were making history." But here's what most people don't realize. Even after surviving the beach, the battle was far from over. Because just beyond those cliffs, another deadly fight was already waiting.